Namo wait, no, sorry. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do the next one. Yeah, go ahead.
The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow that path of Buddha's one's true and actual meaning.
Okay, let's do meditation together. Yeah. Okay, let's do 1 minute. Okay, keep your back straight, your neck straight, close your eye, inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 1. When you inhale and exhale, you count 1. You stress the number 1 until you finish your inhale. And when you exhale, you do the same thing. You count 1. And when you count 1, you stress the number 1 until you complete your exhale. You inhale. And that's how you count 2, right? Keep going until you go up to 10 and you go back to 1. If you see your monkey mind, you don't ignore them. You acknowledge them and you come back to your inhale and exhale. So if you lose track of your counting, start from 1. Yeah. All right, let's do it. We missed about 3-week class because the holiday, New Year, and also 1 week I got sick. Yeah, thank you. Good, thank you. Okay, let's do this thing. Last time we learned about the mental formation. You remember the mental formation? Yep, and you remember anything about that? Sophia, you want to try it?
If I'm being completely honest, I think I need a little reminder.
Oh, you remember that there are 2 different consonants, the Alaya consonant and also the my consonant. In the Alaya consonant, how about this? I let you see the hear the video and you will be remembered, okay? This is very good video, come from Venerable Master Zen Master Thích Nhất Hạnh. He really good. Okay. I might well tell you why the mental formation is very important. So you will understand why we need to. When you understand this, it helps you a lot.
Us into the realm of the mental formation, the mind. Our mind is made of particles. Now, in modern physics, they speak about matter, reality as being made of particle, subatomic particles. But in Buddhist psychology, we speak about consciousness, mind, in terms of mental formation. It's a very tiny particle that make up our mind. Formation is translated from the word samskara. The Chinese is han.
This video is exactly that what last time we discussed about. I just review this thing, okay?
And it translates the word samskara into formation. Anything that is formed like a flower is a formation. Many conditions have come together in order for a flower to manifest as a flower. We see the sunshine, we see the rain, we see the cloud, we see the soil. We see many things that come together and give and support a flower to manifest in the form of flower. So anything that is any compounded thing made up of different elements is called a formation. So this is a formation. This is a physical formation. And this cushion is also a formation. It is made of several elements. The bell is a formation. The marker is a formation, a physical formation. And my hand is a formation. It is a physiological formation. And my anger, my fear is a mental formation. So mine is made of mental formations, like a river is made of drops of water. And in the Buddhist tradition, we speak of 51 categories of mental formations. There are good ones like compassion, love, non-violence, loving kindness, insight, mindfulness, many good mental formations. There are negative mental formations like fear, anger, despair, discrimination, and so on. And then those who can be either positive or negative, like thinking. Thinking might be good in the case of right thinking, but thinking might be negative. Thinking might lead to suicide. Thinking might lead to understanding and compassion. So there are mental formations that can be either positive or negative. And when I was a student of the Buddhist Institute, I had to memorize all the 51. And when one of them manifests, I had to be able to name it, to recognize it and call it by its true name. So the mind exercise is that whenever there is a mental formation manifesting, you have to be able to recognize it and call it by its true name. Suppose anger manifests, you say, "Hello, anger, I know you are a mental formation called anger. I will take good care of you." In Buddhist psychology, we speak of consciousness in terms of store. And mind consciousness and store consciousness.
Store consciousness is alaya consciousness. That means that number 8. Okay.
Store consciousness is the kind of consciousness that has the power to receive information, to process information, and to store them. It is always there with the body. And in store consciousness, there are seeds. So seed is a technical term in Buddhist psychology. Seeds. The Sanskrit word is a bija. In Chinese. Summons in French. Seeds, and these are particles that make up consciousness. They are down there in form of particle of seed, like anger. When we are not angry, the seed of anger has not manifested, but it is always there. When we are having a good time, we are not angry at all. That does not mean that the seed of anger is not in us. If someone comes and touch it, someone come and say something or do something, and water the seed of anger in us, and then that seed will manifest up here on the level of mind consciousness as a mental formation, as a chitta samskara. Chitta samskara. Tâm hành.
Chitta, that means the mind.
So anger is a mental formation, it's chitta samskara.
Mind consciousness.
And that energy of anger, that mental formation can stay long up here or not. It depends on our practice. As a good practitioner, we know that if we allow the mental formation of anger to stay too long here, at the base it will grow. So a good practitioner is not trying to suppress the energy of anger and try to push it down, because if you try to suppress, to push it down, and then it doesn't work. It comes up again and stronger. So trying to push it down is to set up a kind of barrier here, preventing it to come up. And that's the way many of us do. Like fear, anger, loneliness, when they manifest up here, we feel the landscape of mind consciousness is not beautiful, not pleasant. Therefore, we try to suppress. And the usual way is to consume. There are those of us who just go and open the refrigerator and take something to eat. We are not hungry at all. We are eating in order to forget, to get busy in order to not to have to confront, to touch the mental formation that is anger or fear or loneliness. Or we might turn on the television to watch. That is to cover up. That is to suppress. And many of us do that in our daily life. Or we take our car and go somewhere. Or we take the phone and talk to someone. We try to ignore that. And the supermarket provide us with many kinds of means in order to help us suppress these mental formations that are ready to come. Because in our daily life, we are kind of feeding them and they become stronger and stronger there. And if they are strong, they naturally want to push their way up. And if we suppress them during the day, they will come up during the night in our dreams. And many of us in society, we don't know the practice. That is why we try to suppress by the way of consumption. And like that, we create a situation of bad circulation in the mind. And when the mind, the mental formation does not circulate well, symptoms of mental illness can appear. And that is why it's not good to set up a barrier here. It's good to allow them to come up. If you are a good practitioner and you will invite the seed of mindfulness down here to come up. We all have the seed of mindfulness, concentration, insight, compassion, love and kindness, and joy. We have to make good use of them. We have to give them a lot of chance to come up. And that is what a good practitioner will do. When you come to a retreat like this, you give them a lot of chances. When we listen to Dharma talk, the Dharma rain will water these and they pop up very easily. And they give us joy, happiness, and so on. So a good practitioner, while noticing that the seed of anger or despair come up, she could not try to suppress, but she began to breathe mindfully or to walk mindfully, generating the energy of mindfulness to manifest. Because mindfulness is also a mental formation, a good one. So with the energy of of mindfulness, we can recognize and embrace this tenderly. We do not fight. Mindfulness is not going to fight or suppress anger. Mindfulness is taking good care of anger, embracing anger tenderly like a mother holding her baby. And any good practitioner should be able to do that. We have to learn to train ourselves to do that. Hello, my little pain. I know you are there. I will take good care of you. And doing walking meditation, sitting meditation, mindful breathing. A kind of lullabying the mental formation of pain. And after having been embraced by the energy of mindfulness, the mental formation will lose some of its strength. It's like the ailing baby being embraced by a loving mother, suffer less, and the baby might stop crying. So the mental formation, after having been embraced by the energy of mindfulness, will go down again to its original place here and losing a little bit of its energy. And that is why anytime a negative mental formation manifests, you have to do something. And that something is not to suppress, to fight, but to invite the energy of mindfulness, concentration, and insight to come up and to take care. It's like this mental formation taking a bath of mindfulness, taking a bath of concentration before going down here. And if we know how to do this, it will restore the state of good circulation in our psyche, and the mental illness, mental symptoms of illness will disappear after a few weeks, restoring the circulation of the mind. So the exercise number 9 is to become aware of any mental formation that manifests down from down there to up here, including the negative one.
All right, now you understand, you remember? Okay, go ahead, Sophia.
I mean, I kind of like can't explain it, but it's like mental formation and like, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, all right, tell me, Young, Young. Are you there? Tell me, Young.
Yes.
Can you explain this? This is very good video. I think you get it, right?
So the mental formation, it's basically being aware enough to recognizing what's being formed in your mind. So you're aware enough to know that you're getting angry, that you're feeling the anger. So just like he said, you can, if he memorized all 51 different emotions, and then so when they come up, you can say, oh, okay, this is not me. This is the anger, or this is happiness, or this is sadness, or this is frustration. And if you're aware enough through doing meditation, then you'll recognize what's being formed, and you won't, and instead of your mind controlling you and making you become whatever you're feeling, you can recognize it and say, I see you. And then you can, move on from it without repressing it, not ignoring it, but seeing it for what it is.
That's good. Is that a good thing to suppress? Is that a good
No,
thing?
that's the worst thing you can do is suppress. Because
Okay.
if you suppress, it won't go away. It might go away in the moment, but it's just building up. It's turning into a huge monster in the background is what's happening. And eventually it's going to explode, and you're going to explode on somebody, probably a loved one. Not that I know from experience or anything.
That's right, because that's why in Buddhism, right, especially Mahayana, we don't want to suppress anything. We want to transform. That is the key word. Transform is important, okay? So try not to suppress. So inform is a better term. Okay. Who is iPhone? May I have your name, please? Thank you. Oh, Jaden, is that you?
Oh yeah, there's a
Okay.
lawnmower going outside.
Okay, it's okay, go. You just put your name so I know who you are. Okay, good. All right, let me give you example, and I will demonstrate with the example step by step. You will understand it. Once you understand this, it will help you a lot along with your life. This is one of the crucial very important study that you need to understand. All right, let me okay. Okay, let me show you okay, hold on. Let me see. I have to get something. So Serena, you understand so far? Are you
I kind of joined late.
You understand so far?
Not really. I kind of joined late.
Okay, all right. You just be patient, and I will walk you, each one of you, through this. Okay, let me show you the very short.
If I told
Okay.
you that there is a tried and true method that would help you land a TEDx talk in the next 30 days, would you?
Two friends were walking through the desert. At one stage in their journey, they had an argument and one friend slapped the other one in the face. The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, he wrote in the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me in the face." They kept on walking until they found an oasis, where they decided to have a wash. The one who had been slapped got stuck in mire and started drowning, but his friend saved him. After he had recovered from his shock, he wrote on a stone, "Today my best friend saved my life." The friend who slapped and saved his best friend asked him, "After I hurt you, you wrote in the sand, and now you write in stone. Why?" The other friend replied, "When someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand, where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in stone, where no wind can ever erase it." And the moral of the story is, you should value those who you have in your life more than the things or your pride that you have in your life. Cherish your friendships and take care of them.
All right, I will use this story to walk you through the Buddhist psychology model, and I will connect with the mental formation that we learned today. So this will become one of the powerful learning that you will learn. All right. Okay, from this one right here, right? The store consciousness, that means the storehouse. This is where we have the good seed and the bad seed, right? The good seed, that means love and kindness and compassion. The bad seed is your anger, jealous, hatred, resentment, or whatever. We have all these things here. Okay, now, and this one right here, this is one of the very tough to recognize. This is what we call the mana consciousness. This is related to the ego or the self. The self. Therefore, we have 4 different cells, right? Self delusion, self view, self pride, and self love. Due to the self, right? That means called self-centric. What does that mean? If we do not recognize things because we have the self-centric, therefore, this one will control this guy right here. Once it's controlled, then we will have the negative mental formation. But once we be able to recognize it, and we be able to let the compassion or love and kindness arise in here, that means the love and kindness and compassion will take a good care of the anger, right? Okay, what we do, I'm going to show you this this model. You guys already know, see so many times, right? Okay, let me. Good. Let's say that they're two friends, right? The first when they are along their journey, they both have argument, right? Suddenly, one of the friends slap him, right? That means the body. That means touching, right? The body touching, contact the other body. That means touching, right? That's what we call contact. And you know what? And the mind of the consciousness of the person who been slapped focus on pay attention to the one that who slapped him, right? Then the emotion, right? The emotion of anger arise. But if let's say that in the story, if the friend who cannot be able to recognize it, that means the emotion of anger, it becomes so strong, right? That means this guy right here control the mind, the mind consciousness. That means the in the storehouse, every one of us have the anger shit in here already. So it will arise into the mind consciousness. That means manifest. That means the seed of anger in here, we don't see it, right? But once someone trigger, that means the condition is that this person is slapped on our face. That is the condition. It will trigger the seed of anger. It will transform it and it will manifest it into the mind consciousness. Into the mind consciousness, it becomes the anger. Once it becomes the anger, it means the negative mental formation. It will control our thinking. Once it control our thinking, that means it will control the way we talk, the way we act, right? That means this person will become very angry. This person will say, you speak harsh word against his friend, or violent, right? Maybe he might hit his friend. So, but in the story that we saw from the video, okay, his friend slapped him, right? That means his body is contact with the other person's body. The mind, that means the one who been slapped, he pay attention to that person, the other person, and the emotion of anger is also become strong for the anger, right? It will arrive. That means the seed of the anger is about to arrive in here. It's almost about to, but at that moment, if we are the one who practice the meditation, and we always be able to contemplate, that means we are aware. This is the mindfulness coming right here. We are aware of the side of the anger from our body, right? That means our face, we can feel the heat of our face can become very hot, right? And our body is shaking because it's not normal, it's not stand still. And our hand is holding the fist, right? This is the side of the anger, right? At this moment, if we be able to recognize this sign, then we be able to use our magic word. Remember the magic word I say? I know I am angry. That means just like the Zen master said that, hello anger, yeah, the same thing. But instead of say hello anger, we say that, I know I am angry right now. Anger is not me. I am not the anger. Why should I get angry? Right? Instead of say hello, you just say like that. So when you be able to say that means you shifting your focus. At the beginning, we focus on the other person, right? The one who slapped us. Now we shift our focus. Instead of focus on that person, we look at directly into our mind, right? the emotion. That is the mindfulness right there. Once you be able to do that, that means that the tension of our anger will decrease quickly. And that means to make the negative mental formation become very weak, and somehow it will disappear, right? Because we have the mindfulness, mental formation appear in the mind consciousness. Therefore, at this moment, we can be able to use the love and kindness. We can form the love and kindness and compassion in this way. That means we willing to forgive. That means at this moment, we just have the positive thinking like this. If I say anything back to him right now, that means I will trigger the anger of the other person as well. So I keep my mouth shut and I will take a deep breath and I will walk it out. So this is the positive perception, right? Positive perception. Once we have the positive perception with that, then that means the action in here, that means the volition, that means the action. It means that we will take a deep breath and we will keep our mouth shut and we will walk away, or we don't say anything. So that is the idea. So that means the mindfulness be able to give us a chance to bring the love and kindness, compassion, mental formation, to take a good care of the anger. You see that? Does it make sense so far, anyone? Adrian, what do you think?
I guess I understand.
Huh? What? You understand so far?
Yes.
Is that easy to understand? Jaden, does it make sense to you?
Yeah, but it isn't that easy to understand, but it takes a little work.
Okay. For example, Steve Jobs, right? You heard about him, right?
Yeah.
And what he do? What are you good at?
Making Apple, making a company.
Okay, he the one who invent the iPhone, iPad, and whatever right? Inside his store continent, that means the Alaya continent, he have a lot of sheet of technology knowledge in here, right? When it's in here, you don't see it. But you know what? That means he went to the Microsoft in 2003, invite him to the conference. The Microsoft try to show off that their new invention about the tablet. And during that time, the Microsoft tried to insult Steve Jobs, right? If you want to invent, this is the real invention. This is so that means they try to look down on Steve Jobs. Well, this is the real invention. Due to that insult, right? After he get back to his company, Steve Jobs always thinking about that, right? That means he bring all the information in the Alaya consciousness about the technology that he have. That means manifest into the my consciousness. That means all the tablet or all the iPhone in the future, he visualize it. He come up with the new invention for the iPhone or iPad or whatever. That means using the visualization. And after he visualized it, and this is what we call the mental mental formation. about the iPad or iPhone on his mind consonant. Does it make sense so far?
Yeah.
This is what we call the mental formation. Then you know what? He transformed his knowledge from the mind consonant into electronic design, right? That means he using the software to draw the prototype of the iPhone, iPad, or whatever he thinking. He put that into the drawing. That means it's still, this is the transformation of the electronic, right? In the electronic form. And once he have the iPhone design in the way that he like it, he give to his engineering. And his engineering team will review it and go back and forth with him a lot of time to refine the design to the point that they satisfy. Once they satisfy with the new design, and they go into go to the production. That's what they make the massive production iPhone. This is what we call the mental formation. No, not mental. This is the formation, but this is the physical formation. Does that make sense? Jaden, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
That's why the Buddha always say everything comes from the mind. Not from, we are not the creation, but we are the manifestation, right? Because we transform the data inside the Alaya consonant into the mind consonant. This is also relate to our karma. The power of the karma, that all the seed inside the Alaya consonant become so powerful. It can become mental formation as well as the physical formation as well. Does it make sense so far, Sophia? This is very important. So from now on, use this model right here. This model is very helpful, very powerful. Every time when we deal with the emotion, the people who have the depression, that means this one right here will control them, right? Every time they have the every time they encounter the new condition, that means someone trigger their emotion. This one will control. That means it will become the negative mental formation. And that's why it harm themselves. That's why we have the sickness of the mind, right? If we know how to use this model and take a good care of our emotion, then we should be okay. We have less suffering, but we have more happiness. If we know how to take a good care of our mind, to bring more mental formation, more good mental formation. That means practice love and kindness and compassion, right? In Buddhism, we have a lot of different methods to help us to do that. Mindfulness meditation is one of them, but also we remember, later on I will show you the 7 steps of develop the bodhicitta. That's how you can develop your compassion and love and kindness. When you deal with the people who always give you difficult time, always give you trouble. This is important. Once you be able to develop the love and kindness, compassion, that means you have a lot of good seed of the good seed in here. And that means whenever we have the negative mental formation, we invite the good seed of those things become the good mental formation to take a good care of the negative mental formation. Yeah. Okay. Let me okay, I want to show you one more video. Some of you already watched this video, but it's good
The
to watch.
days of competing for the best universities based on SAT
What happened?
ACT scores are over.
A 14-year-old boy shot and killed an innocent teenager to prove himself to his gang. At the trial, the victim's mother sat still and silent until the end when he was convicted of the killing. As he was being taken away in handcuffs, the mother of the boy who was shot stood up slowly, looked him in the eye, and said, "I'm gonna kill you," and sat back down, and the boy was taken away. After being in prison for a year or so, the mother of the slain boy goes to visit him. Now, that boy had been living on the streets before the killing, and she was the only visitor he ever had. Not even the gang members came to visit him. Now, he was kind of frightened before she came, but she said, "No, I just want to talk to you." And for a time they talked, and when she left, she gave him some money for cigarettes. And then she started step by step visiting him more regularly, trying to understand the guy who killed her child. And she goes every few months. And when he's about to get out at the age of 18, she asks him, "What are you gonna do when you get out?" He said, I've got no idea. I've got no family. I don't know. She said, "Well, I've got a friend who owns a little factory, and maybe I can get you a job there." So she arranges it with the parole officer. And then she said, "Where are you gonna stay?" He said, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't have anybody." She said, "Well, I've got a spare room and you can stay with me." So he comes and stays with her. So after 6 months, she pulls him aside and she says, "You know, I really gotta talk to you. Come on in the living room and sit down, let's talk." So she sits opposite to him and looks him in the eyes and says, "Do you remember in court the day you were convicted of murdering my son for no reason at all? And I said I was gonna kill you?" He said, "Yes, ma'am, I'll never forget that day." She looked back at him and said, "Well, I did. I did not want the boy who murdered my son to live on this earth anymore. I wanted him to die. And that's how I set about changing you and bringing you things and giving you a job and letting you live here with me. And you're not that same person anymore. That old boy, he's gone. But I don't have anybody. And I want to know if you would stay here. I want to know if I could adopt you as my son." And he said, "Yes." And she became the mother of her son's killer. The mother that he never had.
What do you think about this video? Very powerful, right? Serena, what do you think about this video?
What I think about it?
Yeah, and how do we use it at the thing we learned about a mental formation? No, it could be tough for you. Tell me, young, what do you think?
So she was able to transform her the hate she had for this child, for killing her child. She transformed that hate into compassion, and by transforming her hate into compassion, she was able to transform the boy also, because by showing him compassion, he was able to change and become a better person too.
Wow, you see the power of the love and kindness, compassion? It's very powerful. Remember, we learned about in the past, Sophia and Adrian and T, right? You in the past, you guys learned about where T? See gone. Okay, you learn about the common, what you affinity, the negative affinity and a positive common affinity, right? Remember, Sophia?
Yeah, I remember.
So when we encounter negative affinity, right? Then what should we do? Usually we react, right? We fight. But in Buddhism, we learn how to practice love and kindness and compassion. So this is exactly the mom be able to do it. Then therefore, at the end, she have a son. The son is of her own son killer. That's it's unbelievable, right? It's very tough to deal with this thing, right? It's not easy to forgive the one that who killed our son, our loved one. But when we be able to do this, we will create the new positive affinity. Affinity, that means the connection that we have with them. And you know what? Not only the new positive affinity, but we also be able to transform the negative affinity that we have in the past with them. Because due to that, that's why we have this problem. That's why maybe due to that, her son got killed, right? But if we keep going and holding on to resentment, and we don't know how to forgive, we will come back later on with the bigger negative affinity. We will become what do you call the enemy, right? We always fight each other, and that's why this is what the world will make up with those things right now. The war going on right now due to that. And we keep go back and forth. That's why the Buddha said that in the dependent origination is the rebirth cycle. That is, we keep repeating the same thing over and over again. We cannot be able to break the pattern and get out of that cycle. The only thing we can get out of it when we be able to practice love and kindness, compassion. Then that's how we be able to break out the cycle, right? So let me quickly walk you through the model one more time. So you, okay. So the boy killing her son, right? And when she in the court, right? That means she see that that young boy. That means her eye contact that person. And this thing is also bring all the anger seed back to, and she also pay attention to the boy. Before the boy was taken away, she stand up and she said that I'm going to kill you. But that saying it not come from the anger, but it comes from the compassion. Maybe during that time when she sit there, right? She always contemplate with the positive thinking. That means all the love and kindness and compassion already manifested in her mind consciousness. That means it become the good mental formation during all the time she in the court. And also before she come to the court, right? And that's why she's ready to forgive this person, and that's why once she be able to have all the positive mental formation, right? That means when she see that person, the emotion, the feeling of anger is not there, but the feeling of compassion is arrived. And that means, you know what? When the feeling of the compassion or love and kindness arrive, that means all this thing here, the self delusion, self view, self love, self right, is no longer there. That means she is not the self centric, right? She is not self centric, but she is beyond. She beyond that. That's why she can be able to manifest into the loving kindness, compassion in her mind consciousness, and therefore she can be able to say the good thing and to do the good thing when she that person in the jail, right? She come and visit every few months until at the end of before that person be able to release, she be able to give him a job and also give him the place to live. And at the end, she be able to adopt him as the son, right? If the positive mental formation is not there, she cannot do all those things. Remember that. So this is the practice of the. Okay, later on I will. One more thing I want to show you to connect to the dwelling, right? I want to make sure you understand. Oh, no, not this one, sorry. Oh, what is it? Oh, this is the depression. I don't want that. Oh, this is also the depression. Oh, psychology. Okay, hold on. I have multiple slides. Okay. Okay, here. The reason why we got the 7 consonant, that means the mana consonant, it controls us because we are ignorant. Due to the ignorant, therefore the mana consonant, that means the 7th one, that means the one is the self-centric, it will control it. Therefore, the negative mental formation appear in our mind consonant. But when we be able to, if we have wisdom, that means no ignorance, right? And that means we have the good mental formation, that means love and kindness, compassion, therefore appear in our mind consonant. Okay. Any question here so far before we stop? Alan, you understand so far?
Yes.
Good. Serena, you understand so far?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Any questions so far? Hum?
Dạ không.
Okay, go. Patrick, Ethan.
Yes.
You understand so far?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, go. All right. Let's stop right here. Will, go ahead, go. You understand, Will, right?
May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward, may all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this road of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Good. Okay. This teaching is the part we are learning right now. It's very tough to understand, but once you understand it, it's very worthy. Right? Agent, right?
Yeah.
Go. All right, let's put our palm together. Namo Ida Bhaka. Thank you.
Nam mô. Cảm ơn thầy.
Dạ cảm
Dạ cảm ơn
Oh, Jaden,
thầy.
you can join join the class more often.
Okay, yeah. It's just time zone difference.